Okay, guys, my regular rant about things. Uh, let's chat today about vaccines. So, before people are yelling, screaming, kicking, and commenting negative things, I am double vaccinated. Yes, I did it mostly because of restrictions, because I wanted to have some sort of normal life, and I wanted to be able to take my kids to their activities and to watch them, and so on and so on. Um, so it's not about science. This post is not going to speak about vaccines are not good or good and so on and so on. I'm just going to, I'm just going to touch like vaccines in general. So before people are saying that I'm going against science or something like this, it's not what this video is about. But I would agree on one thing. Let's not call it vaccines for now. Let's just hear what I have to say. So, what is the purpose of vaccine? We have a lot of vaccines in our lives. We are starting vaccinations when we are really, really young. Vaccinations that suppose and do prevent us from getting all kind of diseases. And if we are getting it, basically to make sure that we won't get serious complications. No, there is no 100% vaccines, bulletproof vaccines. There is no such thing. There is always some sort of percentage that can be not working and everything. But so most of vaccines are really checked. So they have clinical trials and so on and so on. And then they have years of trials to see the long-term effects and everything. And then they are implemented in. Yes, we didn't have time. I agree. We didn't have time now to check vaccines properly and so on and so on. And I'm not going to speak, since we said that it's not about science right now, I'm not going to prove that it's not working or prove that it is working. So I just want to check the facts. So when the vaccines first rolled out, it helped. Well, based on science and based on actual results. So this is the issue. I'm going to speak about the results, about the facts. So it helped. Some said 90%, and then some said 95%, depends on vaccine, and so on and so on. Let's see what's happening today. It's obviously not working. Like the Omicron just killed all effects of vaccines. Even Pfizer saying 30% or something like this, and they're speaking, yes, for a long time they already admit that it's not preventing any sickness, not preventing spread. It's mostly to help your system to have mild symptoms instead of some serious symptoms. And then Omicron came. So vaccines do not really work, and if they do work only in specific cases and very low percentage, because we can see as a fact people are still dying from COVID even with 3 shots. Even if they did the third shot, like they said, oh, after 6 months they said 2 shots it's not effective anymore, it's losing the infection. But when you are getting third shot, it boosts your immune system to 90%, 80%, and so on and so on, doubles and everything. Like all kind of scientists throwing all kind of numbers. It's really different from scientist to scientist. Come on, it's really not working. Like today you have people that are dying with 3 shots and they just did third shot like months ago or something like this. You have prime minister who just got COVID, even being vaccinated with 3 shots, and he got it from his kids. That assuming he's normal and adequate person, when he's encouraging us to vaccinate our kids, so his kids probably already vaccinated. So they got it from someone, and then he got the COVID from his vaccinated kids while he is vaccinated with 3 shots. So it's best example to see that it's not preventing any spread whatsoever at all. About mild symptoms, yes, there is a good chance that it does help. I don't know, again, I'm not scientist and I'm not going to speak about science for or against, but maybe it does help. But then let's go back to what does it do, the vaccine. So what we have here, in my opinion, it's good or bad, like working better or not working better, but we have preventing medical care. So we have, it's basically like vitamins. You see, you are taking vitamins in order to boost your immune system, to make sure that your immune system is strong enough to handle cold, flu, and more stuff. So this is what's going on today with so-called vaccines. They are basically preventive care. You are taking the shot, and it may help your immune system at some point and at some level, and may not, because again, people are dying. It's not preventing any spread. So you see, you can't call it vaccine anymore. It's not vaccine. It's lost its status as vaccine. Now about why we still keep doing it. Honestly, I have no normal idea why we still have vaccinations mandates. And I'm not going to argue now about democracy, about my own choice, my personal choice about my body, what to shoot, what not to shoot, and so on and so on. I'm just speaking like you already know based on facts. Leave the science. It's science, but it still depends on whose payroll on is the scientist that's speaking. So they all not altruistic people. So they all getting payrolls, and they are getting payrolls from one side or another side. Some scientists are saying against vaccines, some scientists saying for vaccines, but they all getting paid basically to say, to defend or to attack these vaccinations. So these are the facts. You don't need to be scientists to see the facts. Yes, media tries to cover a lot of it, and they are twisting data in order to show that when they were yelling that 90% of deaths is unvaccinated people, they didn't say that it's because they just started vaccination and it was only 10% vaccinated. You see, but now when they're saying, okay, 20% of people in hospital are unvaccinated, but don't forget that only 10% from actual population is unvaccinated. So now it's suddenly important. It wasn't important back then when you encouraged people to get vaccinated, but now it's important. So do we have actual vaccine in hand or we don't? In my opinion, it's preventive care medicine that you are more than welcome to take, but you also don't have to take. It's like flu shot. It's working, some saying 50%, some saying 60%. And when you have the options, people can take the flu shot and people can choose not to take flu shot. Like I'm, for example, not taking flu shots. And I know the risks. I know people are still dying from flu shots, and so people are still dying from flu, even if they are getting shots or not getting shots, because it's only effective like 50-55%. But again, it's my choice. What's the difference between flu shots, that it's my personal choice, and between COVID shots? Like, I believe the effectiveness, flu shots probably more effective even with COVID shots today against Omicron. At least these vaccines that we have today against Omicron, people have 3. People are getting us, people got 4 shots, and it still doesn't prevent spread. This is why most of the normal countries already started to lift these restrictions. They are still encouraging people just in case to get the shots, to have this preventive care maintenance, but they are not forcing people. And again, it's not about democracy, it's just about simple facts about vaccine. Thanks.